Hi everybody, The Simple here, and welcome to my Defense Against the Dark Arts Masterclass. So, that is a cheeky little way of saying how to defend when you're driving. It is definitely an art form, because I see not a lot of people do it well. Here I am under siege for 6 laps. I am the car on the left, the Martini liveried Mazda. In front of this white car is Arno Art 22. In the purple car. They are going to be all over my backside for 6 laps and put me under intense pressure, but I do not yield. So you'll notice off the line I do have traction control on because it's worth half a second. You can see that half a second there. I do turn it straight off. You bow down to the first corner, a bit of a cheeky flash on the inside, then go to the outside, see if something happens. It does. Arno barrels his way down. Just a couple of taps there just to sort of let him know that they are on that side of the track for their own reasons. We're going to settle down into lap 1. I love lap 1, but it's very nerve-wracking, especially when someone, say, like this car does what they did in the first corner. You never quite know how they're going to race, so you can see I really take a defensive stance there. Really don't get much of a line into the corner because I'm so worried. Compromises my exit, so I'm going to be forced to defend straight away. Obviously the easiest method of defence is take the inside. I'm not worried about them going in front of me because there is one line through there. Yeah, I kind of struggled to hook up the corners in this race. Pretty much the whole race. I just wasn't hooking up well. I don't know why. See, they get a much better drive through and off the end of the corner than what I do. Again, taking kind of a shallow corner there because I'm worried about them. But that's the tricky bit done. That's lap 1. So here's typically where you think you can all settle down a bit now. Look around in the VR. Hello, Santa Claus. See, I'm not taking the corners bad, but just getting a better drive off the corners. Just wasn't hooking up. And I missed that corner by a mile. I missed it by so much you could have got a bus down there. So immediately, now I've put myself back under pressure. And I was in 5th gear, which you shouldn't take that corner in 5th gear. So again, back under pressure. So as we're going towards the hairpin, what I have a tendency to do is, not only am I going to obviously want to take the inside, because that's the easiest way to defend, but when you get on the racing line, just hesitate for a second, just to make sure that my car is fully rotated, so that when I hit the accelerator, I am getting maximum drive out of the corner. And if you're exiting clean and quickly, then it's going to be difficult for any car to live with you or get in front of you by the next corner. So that's really the best strategy that I could suggest in defending. If it's a tight corner and they're behind you and they're following you, just sit on that racing line for a split second longer, just so that you can get a really good bit of drive out of the corner. It's worth it, because if you go too early, you're going to understeer or you're going to oversteer, and then you're just giving yourself even more pressure. Look, I'm weaving all over the place. Reaches to the point where they are going to come past me, so I do have to make a decision. At that point, I'm only moving once. See, I'm just being an annoyance now. That's all I'm happy to do is just annoy them. They might make a mistake. Just do the right things, hit the right braking zones, try and make the apex, sit on the racing line. I say I wasn't hooking up the car, so I can't dispute the fact they were quicker than me. Got to drop back down into fourth here. I don't know why I kept taking that corner in fifth. Fourth, the engine braking pulls the car nicely back into the corner, and I kept on going into fifth. I think it's just being under pressure. Under pressure, you've just got, you know, more things to think about, and you make little mistakes like that. Lovely camera work. It's an awesome bit of drone flying. See here, I'm on the inside. There's one line through that corner. When we get to the corner, I'm happy to just make sure I turn and got the car nicely rotating and pointing in the exact direction I want to go for the next section. See, I'm just rotating here. I've just started to go back on the accelerator. I know that this corner, into the next corner, into the next corner, there's no way you're going to get in front of me if I've hit that acceleration point nice and early. This is only lap 3, I'm only halfway there, that's still all over me. So not a bad exit there. I thought that was actually a pretty good one, but not as good as theirs. But I think I realised that they're not actually really gaining on me, so I'm going to be okay to come back over and just try and take a normal line. So I've wanted to do since the start of the race is just take my normal lines, and you have to be able to change from the norm if you're going to be successful as at defending when you're driving. Say as a defensive driver. I don't think I'm a defensive driver, I just know that I can defend as a driver. It's just about the right side of legal on there. Add a little bit of tyre on the red sausage curb. There, I feel like I got really well away from that, but I'm not really making any headway. First is pretty much gone at this point. They're already racing in a different league to us. I didn't get the apex on that one, did I? Look, immediately back under pressure. I'm kicking myself in the race here. Why was I missing the apexes? I just wasn't hooking up. Very shallow angle. Look at that. Oh, I got a really good sweep into that corner, and they was really tight, and just look at the drive they get. So I know that they're on me, there's no point weaving anymore, so I pick my side nice and early. There is no room at the inside. But here I'm going to take a really tight line, because I could see how wide they'd gone, and I knew they was going to cut back in. They're in my mirror, so I made sure I really come across tight on that one. This is going to be very close to a crunch. Thing is though, I know that like the very first corner they did mess up. We all mess up, everyone makes mistakes. But from that point on, I trusted them because we had a really good race. This is good stuff, I think. And you kind of earn that bit of respect with them. I've raced cleanly, I've raced hard, but I've at no point overstepped a boundary, and they was racing just as hard and just as fair. So you kind of get a bit of trust with people. And I don't want to be the one to break that and sort of like do something dirty, because it ruins, you know, what is otherwise good fun, good clean fun. So it's taken me all this time of just purely defending. First is like, you know, they're like already sort of like thinking about what they're having for dinner. I'm just thinking, please let me get round this corner. Get a good corner here. See, looking in my mirror there, I've just constantly got an eye in the mirror. They're not gaining, so I know I've got this corner okay. I can just take a normal line. It's taken me this long just to try and break them, and I think on this lap maybe their tyres are starting to go a bit. My tyres are as well, but they could see just got a little bit late there, a bit deep. Now I'm starting to pull away. Didn't exactly hook that one up, but I wasn't slow either. You can sort of take a wider line through there and just hold a little bit more speed, which is what I believe I did. You can see I'm definitely easing away a little bit, and they're completely late into that corner, and finally I feel like I've finally got some space and some room to breathe. It's taken 6 laps, and I was absolutely knackered after these 6 laps because it was so much pressure. See, now I can sort of take my normal line, start to sweep in through the corners, get a good exit. You can see we've pulled away, that's it, we've finally broken them. So Arno's going to come in for a pit stop. I'm going to go on my merry way. Happy in knowledge that I did not falter. I did not make a serious mistake. And I coped well under the pressure. And what do you do when you cope well under pressure? You bugger it up the second it's gone. Which is exactly what I did. Yeah, well, I think I deserved that after all that time. A quick look at the leader as he starts ordering a salad to go. Yeah, they was just too quick. Look at their lap times. Their lap times were great, really, really good. You know, they really deserved to win. I couldn't do nothing all the time I was defending. Fair play to Arno as well. I really enjoyed that race, and you know, credit to you on how well you did. I actually finished 12th because I wasn't sure if there was a mandatory pit stop, and as it turns out, there was. So that was the story of my race. I think I'm going to leave it there. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. All the help we get is greatly appreciated. Hopefully we can grow together. Be good, stay cool, bye bye.